I can't imagine high school with cell phones.
Yeah. That is definitely a huge.
Like I already almost didn't graduate.
That's got to change everything.
I left high school right before they came out with the smartphone. Like right before.
Yeah, they've kind of.
It is such a problem for people.
I can't imagine.
See, that's again where it differs because like Foothill's kind of just adopted like a system like.
I mean, you're a technology school, so it's kind of.
But it's like
you're building cell phones.
You're allowed to be on your phone at lunch and during breaks.
Yeah.
So, and like even in class, like if you take it out and like check it or do something, then a teacher isn't gonna like call you out and like get really angry at you. But like obviously, if you're just sitting there on it, like they're gonna be like, "Hey, put your phone away. We're in class." But like if you like take it out to just send somebody a text or whatever. Like that's fine.
If it's in your lap and it's sitting there and the teacher sees it, they will go and grab it off your lap.
Even but on at lunch or breaks, is that the case?
No.
Okay.
No. You're allowed to be on out on your phone on lunch and breaks.
That is crazy.
There's some girls. I was in a Bart class one day, and so she was on her phone and like she was facing this way, and the teacher's back there, and then she was on it and she was like, "Give it to me," and she was like, "No."
Oh no.
And she literally would not give it up, so she had to come call security. I don't know if you guys remember Wiz at Buena.
Well,
she came in the class and she was like, "Let me have it," and she was like, "Why?" She was like, "When do I get it back?" And she was like, "I don't know."
It's like taking an appendage off of her.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's a weird conundrum because, like, I mean, I get it as a school. You're like, kids need to focus, get off your phones, please put them away. But there's a reason cell phones exist. Like, there's a lot of things where, like, this is an emergency.
Exactly.
So, like, a zero tolerance policy seems a little too harsh.
It definitely
But
is.
I don't know of the gray area here.
Well,
where
it's
Cody's, like, sneezing.
I didn't know what that was. I was like,
Dude, what if it panned over and just full blown?
Yeah, just
I mean, what if?
Just an open wound.
okay. That'll be it.
No. Look, it's not a gray area. It's if an emergency happens, but if an emergency happens, you can grab it in your backpack. Like it shouldn't be out. You shouldn't have your cell phone. It shouldn't be. If I was a teacher in high school, I'd be like, look, if I can see it, I'm taking it. Like, because there's no good reason for you to have it unless I have a gun.
Well, now we have to define emergency sake. Like, if it's something where it's like even a small thing could be considered an emergency.
Look, yeah, you can get philosophical and be like, well, what's the meaning of is? Look, if it's burning down, if there's someone with a gun, grab it.
I don't know. What if it's like, I need you to pick me up at this time, or else I'm not gonna make my doctor's appointment?
Well, yeah, like
You're probably not in the classroom.
all of my
And-
teachers.
No, what if it is at that point? Like, I need my battery's dying.
Well, then we'll do it on an as case needed, but I'd be willing to bet that that's probably not usually the case.
I'd be willing to bet that too, but how many times would that excuse be the case?
Here's the
It's an excuse.
Here's the
Sure.
thing, though. I mean, there's like the way things are done in like the professional world, right? Like if you're in a meeting, like you have your phone out, and if it's like an emergency, like oh, excuse me, like maybe raise your hand, like sorry, you know. I understand that, but like, I'm kind of with you. If you're a teacher and you're trying to teach and do your job, and someone's just like this, I'd be like, get.
Well, here's the thing: if it's an emergency, you're not casually on your phone. If it's a legit emergency, you'll know the difference. And look, it's hard enough to get people's attentions without smartphones. Like I was in high school without smartphones, and it would be hard even then to get people to be like, "Hey, are you listening? Get your head off your desk. Stop talking to your friend next to you. Whatever." Like with a smartphone, I'd be like, "Look, if it's an emergency, then you're going to be able to prove it. Until then, I'll take it."
Well, and so here's the thing, like. At the very beginning of the year, like pretty much all my teachers in the classes addressed cell phones, and they just said like, look, you can, if you need to make a call, if you need to text somebody, just say, hey, I'll be right back. You know, just give me a minute, and they're like, okay. But as the year goes on, like just normally you become more comfortable in all of your classes, and you kind of realize how they work and stuff like that. So like you just kind of discover the times that you're able to be on your phone and the teacher doesn't care, and then. That's like, and then you just kind of build a respect towards each other, and so you know kind of when to put it away, and you know when you're able to like keep it, like have it out if the teacher's talking to somebody or whatever situation, you know.
You don't want to abuse the right and then lose it.
Exactly, yeah, and see that's where at Foothill people understand that. I'm not sure if it's the same other places, but yeah, like you just kind of build a like a mutual respect for each other where like, hey, I can have my phone out at this time, but when you're talking, I'm going to put it away so I don't have to deal with you like telling me to get off.
There's certain jobs where that's
like,
the case too. I've managed a call center where it's the same thing. It's just I don't want to see your like, literally we've had to have multiple meetings. I don't want to see your phone out, and you've had to like reprimand people. And it's like, yeah, it's the same thing where if it's an emergency, then why are you sitting so casually at your desk?
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's not like cell phones has introduced this problem. Again, if it's not cell phones, then it's passing notes.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's amplified.
Yeah, it's certainly easier. Like you can now pass a note to anyone in the world.
Yeah, cell phones just provide a new outlet to do the same things that people have been doing forever.